Welcome to AwakeningYOU channel. We hope you found something here that sparked your interest and assists you in your awakening journey. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. A very merry greeting and salutation, my beautiful beings of light. We gather yet again to bring you grace and love from the divine source. It is always such a joy for this messenger to be in your presence. What a privilege it is to be joining you, if only in these moments, to read your monthly messages. Close your eyes and allow this messenger to fill your spiritual heart with the Creator's love and grace. Feel the divine energy following as the love wave wafts against you, essence circling and swirling, surrounding you with the most precious energy commodity that you will ever experience. The divine energy stays with you as long as you permit it to, my divine light warriors, and then dissipates, returning back to the source of its creation. Walking the line, or your path, if you would prefer, can sometimes seem a bit tricky. You often think that this path has many pitfalls and stumbling blocks along the way, but my beloveds, this is so far from the truth. These obstacles are placed in your walkway by you. You each have a self-sabotaging archetype that lines up little diversions or four pauses, if you will, so that you have additional experiences. The journey that appeared to be simply from A to B turns into a complex adventure that now encompasses the valleys, cliffs, and abysses of A1, A2, B1 through B12. By divine light beings, when you find you are in these circumstances of expanded experiences, the question to begin asking yourself would be, what am I trying to show myself here? What opening is needed for me to see further? Note, my beloveds, that this messenger is asking you to ask your inner self directly these questions. Your higher essence has all of your most perfect answers, and only you can access the results of those queries. Your information is inside of your essence, not outside of yourselves or through others, my beautiful beings of grace. If you feel odd about asking, then you need to address why that makes you feel uneasy. Most of you have forgotten that you have the power and ability to find the exact information that is pertinent to you in each moment. This messenger is here to remind you that you are the only source of assisting yourself in this way. You are a being of light having a short contracted physical experience, nothing more. Another note here is that exact information that is pertinent to you in each moment is truly all that you should be seeking. The universe works on a need-to-know basis. If you are to know something that is a future event or occurrence that is in alignment with your higher purpose and all that is, it will be presented to you directly. You don't need to seek out psychics or others to provide you with your own information. You are not searching for predictions in these internal queries, you are simply looking for the next step to take within that moment and now. One does not need to know what one is unequivocally having for breakfast 10 days from now, only what one is to be doing within the current now. Release the need to paint your life journey picture further than where you currently are. This will simplify your life and release a great deal of stress. Your own information is perfectly matched to your contract and your current incarnation. Looking outside for other answers or communications typically will not bring you the exact custom-made direction that you are to follow. If you accept predictions from others and take those words into your inner source as fact, the probability will be that you will then begin building upon those hopes, dreams, or facts, embellishing them even further. When this occurs, the predictions are now even more unreliable than when they were spoken in the first place. Then when the moment comes and it isn't as predicted, your heart drops into your lap, that saboteur archetype pops out there and says, I told you, that you couldn't believe anything spiritual, you are foolish to believe that you are anything other than this physical body. The human condition or ego tends to paint additional castles, apply more dramatic endings, and see more jewels in the box than were originally intended. Hanging your hat on personal directions accepted from another through psychic readings etc. regarding your own individual condition can be quite a face slap and create huge damaging fissure in your own spiritual self-doubt. Remember, it is the ego that needs to know every move and person that you are to interact with from now until the end of time. Your true essence, the you that you really are, has no need to have this knowledge beforehand. The interaction and reaction from each moment is the experience that you came to obtain. Since each moment has so many millions of potential outcomes, that you scripted prior to incarnation by the way, to begin with, why box yourself in with only one set of internal spiritual video outcome? If you really think about it, you will find that the only reason you are trying to flesh out every circumstance in your life in advance is because you are bored and are afraid of pain. My beloveds, what occurs is that when you have a preconceived notion about an event, you can create more pain through prior knowledge, worry, dread and anxiety than was to be experienced in the first place. The ego mind will take that potential outcome, embellish it and try as hard as it can to resist the moment due to the fear or pain that it may or may not think will occur. The ego does the same with joyful moments as well. The psychic reader predicts a beautiful event of great joy in your life, then the ego makes you start doubting that you are deserving of that amount of joy. When the precious event arrives, the spontaneity of the moment is lost through diminished pictures of why you are not deserving of that amount of happiness. You literally miss the moment that was placed there to bolster your inner essence. The perfect gift that this moment was to be for you has been lost through preconceived pictures of the reactions that you would have and experience. It is a hard habit to break by divine beings of grace, but begin today by not requiring yourself to have every detail guessed or known of what is to come. You will find that your life begins to take on a more luminous joy that releases it from stress. By not painting the same dull picture day after day, you will start to enjoy this life that you scripted much more fully. Allow this messenger to take you on a mediation journey. Find a quiet spot where you will not be disturbed for a while. You may either sit or lie down, whichever is more comfortable for you. Cover your physical self with a light blanket if you chill easily. You want no distractions during your meditations, so always make sure the physical vessel is comfortable. If it helps you to visualize by identifying your ego with a symbol or as an object, please do so. Direct your ego self to perch on your left shoulder. Instruct your ego self that it is only to be an observer on this journey. In your imagination, ask through prayer for the Creator to send you down a protective ray of white light by praying, "My Creator, I am asking for a protective ray of white light to enfold me and lift me up so that I am experiencing the very highest of vibrations during this journey into my innermost depths of understanding and being. I am protecting myself from anything that is not for my highest good on this journey. I am thanking you, my Creator, for assisting me by sending this ray that is now coming down through the corner of the area where I am meditating. It is entering into this physical form, permeating all that is within this beingness presence, I am." The Creator has answered and has gifted you with an iridescent white ray plus an luminous aquamarine ray for this journey. The rays are entering into your body through the soles of your feet and moving up through your physical vessel, permeating throughout all of your energy fields into all corners of the area that you are in, then exiting through your crown chakra. The rays are returning to the Creator and cycling back down through you again and back to the Creator in a circular motion. These rays are in a continuous circulating loop while you are in meditation. Visualize yourself using your breath to form a figure 8. The in-breath forms the top loop of the 8, which goes over your head, and your out-breath forms the bottom loop that goes under your feet. The middle of the 8 is your waistline and forms the still point between the in-breath and the out-breath. It is forming the sign of infinity, and it rhythmically continuing over and over again with each in-breath and out-breath. This is a reminder that you are infinitely guided throughout eternity. You are now divinely protected at this moment, and nothing can even communicate with you that is not for your highest good without your permission. Breathe in deeply, my divine light beings, and feel the lighter, relaxed feelings of being divinely guided into this meditation. Breathe in deeply and know that you are breathing to the pulse of the Creator. Listen to the Creator's spiritual heartbeat and feel the unconditional love that courses through you each time you think about this moment. Breathe in deeply, allowing and seeing within your spiritual imagination your guardian angels and guides join you and take your etheric hand to direct you into your spiritual heart chakra. At this time, invite in all the spiritual guests that you would enjoy having accompany you on this journey. Your guardian angels, spirit guides and special invited guests are now within your spiritual heart chakra. You locate and turn the doorknob of the golden door that says "To my highest guidance within." You cross over the threshold. You find yourself in a white marble corridor. You see that your angels are over giggling in the corner. You decide to walk over to see what they are all laughing at. As you approach, you find that they are all laughing and petting a whitened kitten that has decided to walk on the table in front of the mirror to the right of the elevator. You are an animal lover and really admire the beauty of this little baby animal. Its long white hair just begs to be touched and stroked. You just can't resist and begin stroking the kitten. The purrs become louder and louder, and you find that now the kitten wants to be picked up and held on your shoulder. Of course you comply with the kitten's wishes. The moment that you pick up this little baby fur ball, you are transported out of the corridor into a white living room with all white furniture. You laugh as you find yourself sitting on a white sofa. You tell your angels that this is perfect because the white kitten hair will not show up on the furniture. What you have not realized yet is there is a whole litter of white kittens sitting right next to you. This little guy that you are holding is just one of the siblings. You ask your angels if the one kitten caused you to be transported into this room, what would holding all the kittens at one time cause? The angels tell you to try it and see. You do as they have suggested and scoop up all 4 baby kittens. You are instantly whisked into this large hot air balloon basket and away it begins to float. The kittens are content all being held in your arms. They purr loudly in your ear. You feel the unconditional love pour into your heart chakra as they nestle closer to you neck. One even licks you neck just once as a sign of true affection. What a joy, you think to yourself. The scenery from the balloon is breathtaking. You are seeing crystals below and many things you have never seen before. You look around the basket and begin to see that there are sandbags, each labeled with things such as sorrow, pain, hurt, grief, unforgiveness, greed, etc. The balloon is gliding just above the treetops at the moment. You sense that you are to release these old outdated programs showing on the sandbags within this moment. Your angels congratulate you on not trying to second-guess the purpose but just allowing it to come to you as it is time to begin throwing those sandbags over the basket rail. The angels help you out here as your arms are filled with kittens. They ask if you are ready to release the sandbag labeled pain. You nod yes and they cut the cord that releases this bag overboard. You find that the basket elevates a little bit more, and you feel a little lighter. The balloon basket is now just a little higher than it was beforehand. You ask the angels to now release the greed sandbag. They do, and once again you find that the basket rising a little higher and you are feeling lighter. The process continues until all the sandbags have been released over the side. You find that the balloon is so much higher than when you started and your body feels like it is floating in the balloon basket. Just then you turn and see that this was a good thing because there is a mountain peak right behind you that you needed to clear. You thank the angels all were released right on time. You realized that had you seen this beforehand you would have feverishly been fearing the peak and doubting whether the balloon would have cleared the top. The angels smile and tell you that yes, that was the exercise that you were to be working on for this meditation session. They also tell you that what better way to charge your body with unconditional love than 4 white baby kittens to cuddle. The kittens seem to be snoozing contently in your arms. You relay to the angels, however, that you sense there is something now that must be put back into the balloon basket in order to bring it back down to the ground. They smiled and let you know that you are correct. They ask you to look up and there you see 9 white birds, each with a special bag in their beaks that the angels are asking one at a time to come land and release into the basket. The first that is accepted is unconditional love, the second joy, the third grace, the fourth laughter, the fifth miracles, the sixth light, the seventh color, the eighth sound, and the ninth symbols. As each is received, the balloon basket descends closer and closer to the ground. Another sensation also comes with each acceptance of the aspect that the birds are bringing back into the balloon basket. Each time a bag is received, the content of that bag is internalized within your being. What wonderful gifts, you tell your angels. You turn and lift your face to the sky. You say thank you my Creator for these wonderful gifts. The feeling of gratitude is so very overwhelming. You look down and the balloon basket is still a few feet from the ground. You sense the need to look up and there you see a beautiful monarch butterfly with a bag also to give to the angels. The angels graciously accept this gift from the butterfly and you see that the bag is labeled bliss. The feeling sensation of bliss is so wondrous, you just lean back and accept this into your essence. The balloon basket touches the ground so very softly and stabilizes itself perfectly on the ground. Wow, the landing was so smooth. You tell your angels that was fantastic. The kittens awake and begin nuzzling your neck again. The angels help you out of the balloon basket so that you won't have to relinquish your hold on those precious furry babies. As you touch the ground you are whisked back into the room of all white. The kittens sense that they are back where they belong, so crawl out of your arms back onto the sofa next to you. The last kitten has followed its brothers and sister. They are finding themselves all laying in a ball together as they fall gently back to sleep. You take one last look and stroke each one. As your fingers stroke the last kitten goodbye, you are transported back into the white marble corridor. The angels tell you that they will always be glad to accompany you on any of your meditation journeys. Just ask and they will be right there with you. Your angels lead you back across the golden threshold door that leads you back into your spiritual heart chakra, and then they direct your spiritual essence back into your physical form. When you are ready, wiggle your fingers and toes and open your eyes. Go about your day remembering that your angelic support staff is always at your service, working with you to help you reach your highest, most appropriate potential. Always invite them in and thank them for their assistance. Embrace an attitude of gratitude for all that you are. Beloveds, you are blessed beyond words and loved beyond measure, more than any earth plane language can ever express. I am Archangel Michael, the Creator's messenger of love, joy, wisdom, light, peace, and grace.